An aide of a self-styled religious preacher in Punjab will be released from custody, is what the police have said, after hundreds of his supporters overran a police station near the state's Amritsar city in a demonstration against his arrest. The video of this is just crazy. We're going to show you a lot more of that. There was no rule of law. The police overwhelmed by a Khalistani supporter and hundreds of his supporters. The name of this organization, Waris Punjab.
In dramatic scenes, hundreds of supporters of a self-styled religious preacher, Amritpal Singh, broke through police barricades in Amritsar, Punjab on Thursday. The supporters, who were armed with swords and guns, were protesting against the arrest of Amritpal's aide, Lovepreet Tufan, who was booked under charges of kidnapping, theft, rioting, causing injury and unlawful assembly.
24 ਘੰਟੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਊਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸ਼ਾਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਸੱਜਣਗੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਊਗਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਰਚਾ ਰੱਦ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਈਨ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਵੀ ਪਰਚਾ ਗਲਤ ਸੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੱਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਰਚਾ ਰੱਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪਰਚੇ ਰੱਦ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਅੱਜ ਨਜ਼ਰਬੰਦ ਕੀਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਉਣਗੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਦੇ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਦੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਅਹਿਸਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਅਤ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਆ ਬਾਅਦ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ
Punjab police backed down amid protests, saying that Lovepreet is innocent and that they will discharge him.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੁੱਖ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲਵਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਫੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਡਿਸਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਐਵੀਡੈਂਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਆ ਜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਆਧਾਰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਚਾਰਜ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ
The incident raises questions on Punjab police's decision to release a man accused of kidnapping and whether that decision was made after the pro-Khalistani leader's open threat. Nayantara Singh for NDTV.
Well, joining us now, Manjeet Rai, a BJP leader. We're also joined by Syed Asad Abbas, somebody who supports the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party, the government in the state, chose not to be part of this debate with their official representatives. Unfortunate that. Rajinder Kumar, former special director in the Intelligence Bureau, Neerja Chaudhary is still with us. Rajinder Kumar, let me come to you first. What does it say about the police machinery in a state that a situation like this could be allowed to develop, and once it does, the police actually says, no, take this person, we no longer want to hold him?
I am really shocked to see the conduct of both the mob as well as the police. I have worked in Punjab and I know Punjab police very well. In the worst of the times when I was there, and I have seen Punjab police, they were one of the finest police. They are still the finest police in the country. I know even some of the officers in Punjab, like even the DGP Punjab. He was a young SSP when I was there, and I have seen him functioning. He is a very competent officer. And if police under his leadership is not able to do tackle these type of issues, then I'm sorry. I would say that blame lies somewhere else. We have to find the blame. It has to be Punjab police was not behaving like this. I know that even in Akali's regime, even in the Congress regime, Punjab police has kept the things under control. There would be some minor incidents here and there which, given the history of the Punjab, are likely to be there. But this is a deja vu moment for us. It brings the memories of 80s and 90s, early 90s back to the mind.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked how police could allow this thing. How police would allow a fraud, a prankster to do all this thing, mischief. This is a mischief of the worst order.
Syed Asad Abbas, what explains this? It just shows the police machinery is this is the man who is a Khalistan supporter. He's allowed to run amok with his supporters with swords and guns, overrun a police station, get that person out, and then he openly threatens any number of people, including the Home Minister of this country.
Well, Vishnu, let me get straight to the point. The Aam Aadmi Party, of course, ruling the state of Punjab, and also the police has categorically stated that there is a special investigation team which has formed and they will go ahead with it. complete investigation will be done. The fact of the matter, 9 years in power, the BJP, Khalistani is not just related to Punjab, it's a national issue, has done nothing about it. Amit Shah ji speaks of crushing the Khalistani movement. But what happened? Amritpal Singh says and openly threatens on national television that he will meet the same fate as Indira Gandhi.
Yes.
I do not hear NIA, I do not hear CBI, I do not hear the Ministry of Home Affairs or any of their powers from the center doing anything about it. The fact of the matter, the Jumlebazi is being taken place by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They are doing zilch about it. Merely lip service is not going to help, sir. The Khalistani movement needs to be dealt with iron hands and not just mere lip service. The Home Minister, Amit Shah, today has been threatened, and our Honorable Prime Minister of the largest democracy in the world, here he's openly threatening Modi ji, and they're doing nothing about it. Can the BJP leader answer me? What is the move they have made? What have they done about it? Why isn't he arrested
No, but
yet?
what has the Aam Aadmi Party government done meanwhile? Meanwhile, what has the Aam Aadmi Party government done?
Yes, the Aam Aadmi Party government and the police.
You basically, like you're blaming it on the past. But what have you done now? Nothing.
Certainly, Vishnu. Certainly, Vishnu. That is a sharp-pointed question, and I shall answer it accordingly. Satinder Singh, what did we see? The SSP of Amritsar, he came out and he said there has been a complete evidence presented from their side. Also, as a matter of fact, not a
Okay,
single
now
witness.
that
Not a
seems,
single
I dare say,
witness.
rather
That evidence will
dubious.
be-
And
that
SSP
evidence will
under
not-
pressure comes out and says, now we have found
That
evidence
will be
and we
assessed
will
by
go and
court,
release the
not
man.
by the SSP.
Not also Vishnu. Also allow me, Vishnu.
That
Just 30
assess-
seconds.
that evidence will
Vishnu,
be assessed by the court,
sir,
not by the
Rajinder,
SSP.
sir, allow me 30 seconds, sir. Allow me just 10 seconds. The fact of the matter, mock has run wild. Show me one testimony of this. One witness coming forward. Is there a witness? Or will we see another police officer whose arm will be cut off by the Khalistanis? The fact
So
of the
basically
matter,
what you're saying
life is important
is
here.
that lives are important and therefore the police were overwhelmed and they couldn't react. And that's the right thing to have done.
no,
That's what
there
you're
was-
saying.
there
Because
was
that does make
evidence,
sense. In a
Vishnu,
situation
that's
like
not what
this,
I'm saying.
nobody wants a bloodbath. So are you
Vishnu,
saying...
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very simple. I am also stating and quoting Satinder Singh, the SSP of Amritsar, who has said evidence was presented. Also, they are not banking only on the evidence, but there is a special investigation.
the evidence has to be
which being
produced in a
formed.
court
We'll go
after
to the
an arrest.
grassroots of this investigation.
Okay.
Which there will be an investigation on the same, but question will be raised on the BJP.
No, but
because
you see, there are
Khalistani
always
movement is
investigations.
Not just here, matter of Punjab.
That hardly
but this
answers
is
how
a
this situation
issue
has
of
been dealt with.
border issue.
Okay,
This is
one
much
sec,
more.
Asad, half a
What
sec.
is- What are they doing about it?
Just half a second. Manjeet Rai, how would you respond? Shouldn't the centre be doing more? Isn't this a much bigger threat than political leaders, who've been charged of making all sorts of remarks? जी बताइए.
आपके प्रवक्ता जो है ये केवल अपनी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए वो तो इस पंजाब सरकार को ललकार रहा है, कह रहा है कि मैं कल अपने साथी को लेके जाऊंगा और इनके जितने ऑफिशियल्स उन्होंने सरेंडर कर दिया है कि हम उनको कल डिस्चार्ज करवा रहे हैं. कहां इन्वेस्टिगेशन हुई है? और वो ये भी कह रहा है कि पर्चा रद्द होगा तब हम यहां से जाएंगे, जनाला से जाएंगे. तो ये सरकार पूरी की पूरी उसके सामने सरेंडर कर गई पंजाब सरकार और कह रही है अब जैसे आप न करे आप जन्म में मरे, और दूसरी की तरफ उंगली कर रहे हैं. और इनको लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की पूरी पोजीशन पंजाब में चरमरा गई है. कोई फरोतियों का, कोई लोगों के
नहीं, मंजीत जी एक चीज आपसे पूछना था. ये प्रो खालिस्तानी सपोर्टर है
जी.
इस टाइप का ग्रुप को पंजाब में हम कैसे अलाउ कर रहे हैं? अब ये सिर्फ आम आदमी पार्टी या पंजाब पुलिस का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सिर्फ नहीं है. ये एक सेंट्रल मसला है, एक होम मिनिस्ट्री का मामला है, एक इंटेलिजेंस का मामला है.
विष्णु जी, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर पंजाब
नहीं जी, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज अ पंजाब सब्जेक्ट इज नॉट एनफ. उसके अलावा एक सेंट्रल इन्वेस्टिगेशन जरूर होना चाहिए. एक इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो है, एक थ्रेट परसेप्शन होता है. पंजाब इज अ सेंसिटिव स्टेट. ये प्रो खालिस्तानी लोग ऐसे ओपनली कैसे घूम रहे हैं हमारे देश में?
ये तो देखिए ना, ये तो जवाब दे पंजाब सरकार है, इसके बारे में बताए.
मतलब सेंटर का कोई रोल नहीं है? आपको ये कहना है कि होम मिनिस्ट्री का कोई रोल नहीं है इसमें?
सेंटर को जब कहेंगे, सेंटर पूरी निगाह रख रहा है इसके ऊपर. और
allow me 30 seconds to counter, Vishnu.
Okay.
क्या
30 seconds to counter, please.
Asad, go ahead.
छोड़ दिया और
30
एग्री कर
seconds.
दिया।
मंजीत साहब,
क्या
मंजीत
सुनना
साहब,
गया
मंजीत
उनके?
साहब जी, मंजीत साहब, यहाँ पे कोई दो राय नहीं है। जी हाँ, बिल्कुल ये मसला पंजाब में हुआ है, बट आप ये बताइए, पवन खेरा बस गौतम दास बोल देता है, आप असम पुलिस भेज देते हैं। अरे ये तो खुली चुनौती दे रहा है कि अमित शाह जी को मौत मारेगा इंदिरा गांधी जैसे। आप कुछ नहीं करते।
उसने
गौतम दास पे
आपको
इतना
चुनौती नहीं
अरे,
दी, आपने
लेकिन चुनौती पे कुछ नहीं।
दी।
अरे ये तो जहर लॉकडाउन हो गया।
ज्ञान को तोड़ना
This
पड़
is
गया।
Sir, this is the duplicity
उसने
and
कहा
hypocrisy.
All right, both of you, one
Yeah,
second.
yeah,
Let's
yes,
bring,
openly
let's
threatened,
let's avoid the cat fight over here.
अंदर नहीं करेंगे।
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Nirja, I think what's the matter? It is a matter of concern that even in the past we've had
अपनी
extremely
duty
violent cults such as the Dera Sacha
निभाने के लिए
Sauda
रहो।
in Punjab, right? Operating with thousands of their supporters, burning vehicles, attacking people, attacking the police, everything. It's almost a repeat of that. Cults, whether they are religious leaders or not is a separate issue, but these are cults and cult leaders. In Punjab, it's a persistent problem.
I think, Vishnu, all the images that you're showing is so reminiscent of early 80s that many of us covered. The rise of Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala from a very dynamic preacher, and Amritpal Singh is cast in the same mold. How he rose and then became, gave the call for Khalistan, the competitive politics that played out and allowed this to happen. Within the Congress, that competitive politics played out. And, finally it led to Operation Blue Star, the going in of army in the Golden Temple, which hurt the Sikh psyche. It led to the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Those were tragic years in Punjab. And are we seeing the beginning of that now in Punjab again? It's very serious, and I think the need is for the center and the state governments to work together. That is where the biggest fault line is. Competitive politics has its own place. Politics has its own place, but you're playing with the border state. And this is too serious a matter, that these images are reminiscent of a past that we don't want repeated in Punjab.
Rajinder Singh, what Nija says, it's frightening. She's seen it as a journalist on the ground.
Yes.
And you have this, how would you, and this is a pro-Khalistani group, openly in 2023 floating around in India, in our country.
Is it to me?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
See, it is Ms. Nirja Chaudhary has rightly pointed out, it is a very, very serious situation, and it has to be dealt with a heavy hand. Both center and state should join hands, and the problem with the state is, most of the state, today the polity is so fractured that if center want to help, the state would say, no, you are interfering. And sometimes the state to have their own political agenda and to show that this responsibility lies with the center, they blame the center. Now in this case, how does any of us in this panel know that the center has not done anything? Can anybody say, has Mr. Abbas seen the reports? Has Mr. Manjeet Singh has seen the report? I have not seen the report. See, the thing is that the state center keep on giving the feedback to the states, to the DGP and the Chief Secretary. Listen to me, let me tell you the procedure. It is for the state to act. I have seen 80 and 90s, I was posted there. So Mr. Abbas, don't tell me. It was this Punjab police which handled Khalistani militants. The biggest contribution to finishing off the Khalistan movement in Punjab was by the Punjab police. So it is the same Punjab police, the officers are the same. How the things can become like this? You tell me which
it's absolutely shocking. And I'll tell you what we'll do. No, it is terrible, but I'll tell you what we'll do. As I start wrapping this up, one sec. I'm out of time, but what I want to do is I just want to summarize what our viewers may be seeing. So let's have these images up full screen. What has taken, I'd like to thank all of you very much for being with us on this program, but an aide of a self-styled religious preacher in Punjab will be released from custody, is what the police have said, after hundreds of his supporters, who you see here, overran a police station near Amritsar in a demonstration against an arrest. The video of this is crazy. There was no rule of law. The police were overwhelmed by a Khalistani supporter and hundreds of his supporters. The name of this organization is Waris Punjab Day. The mobs that descended on the police station were armed with swords and guns. It's not the first time that we've seen cults go berserk in Punjab, but this was truly frightening. And the police say that they'll release the person who they had in custody, but they have said there'll be an investigation. But how can a situation like this be allowed to take place in the first case? Where was the intelligence? Where was the police? Is this the way a threat, because that is a threat, is being dealt with?